Welcome to our basic science class. Today we are going to learn about the new chapter through the alimentary canal. This chapter consists of nutrition, autotrophs and heterotrophs, parasites, insectivorous plants, food in humans, tooth, the journey of food, digestive system, nutrition in amoeba, stages in the process of nutrition, excretory system, excretion in plants, food and hygiene. Children, today we will learn about nutrition, autotrophs and heterotrophs, parasites, insectivorous plants. Let's start our class. Children, look at this picture. Do all of them eat the same food? No. All organisms need food. The food and the mode of procuring means obtaining the food is differ from organism to organism. The process of intake and utilization of food by organisms is called nutrition. Plants also organisms. They also require food. Observe this picture. Don't you know which process is indicated in the picture? Yes, it is photosynthesis. Which is the gas received by plants during photosynthesis? Yes, carbon dioxide. Which is the gas given out? Yes, the oxygen. The green plants do not depend on other organisms for food. They synthesize their own food. Hence, they are called autotrophs. The organisms which are unable to synthesize their own food and therefore depend on other organisms, they are called heterotrophs. Haven't you learned earlier about parasitic plants, saprophytes, etc.? Observe the picture. This is sandalwood. During the initial stage of growth, it takes water and minerals from the roots of other plants. This is monotropa. It takes food from decayed organic matter. This is loranthus. For water and minerals, it depends on the plant on which it lives. This is cuscuta. For food, it depends on the plant on which it lives. Children, which is the total parasite? Yes, cuscuta is a total parasite. Which is the partial parasite? Yes, the sandalwood and the loranthus are the partial parasite. Which one is the saprophytes? Yes, the monotropa is the saprophyte. There are parasites among animals too. Children, do you know which are they? The louse and flea are external parasites. Worm is an internal parasite. The external parasites means it's seen outside the body, and the internal parasite means seen inside the body. Children, look at this picture. These plants are called insectivorous plants. They are given this name because they catch insects. Photosynthesis takes place in these plants too. Then why do they catch insects? Elements like carbon, hydrogen, phosphorus, nitrogen, sulfur, calcium and iron are required for plants in large quantities. You know that certain bacteria present in the soil, Acetobacter, Nitobacter, they convert nitrogen, that is atmospheric nitrogen, into nitrates. These bacteria may not be present in the soil with high acidity. Plants which grow in such soil do not get nitrogen. It is to overcome this situation that such plants acquire the ability to catch insects. They obtain the required nitrogen through the digestion of the body of these insects. Dear children, there is an activity for you. Write examples of total parasite, partial parasite, saprophytes, external parasite, internal parasite, and insectivorous plants. I hope all of you understood today's topic. Thank you.